Hello students, in this video lecture class, we will discuss AC through RLC series circuit. So let us take a resistor having the resistance of R ohm, an inductor having the inductance of L Henry, and a capacitor having the capacitance of C are connected across a AC source of supply having the instantaneous value of voltage V is Vm sin omega t, due to which current I is flowing through the circuit, and let voltage across inductor is VR, across resistor is VR, across inductor is VL, and across capacitor is VC. Here our motto is to find the relationship between the resulting current and voltage and the instantaneous power. Now here let V is the RMS supply voltage, RMS value of supply voltage. It is total resulting current into impedance. VR is the RMS value of voltage across resistor, which is I into R. VL is the RMS value of voltage across inductor, which is the product of current into inductive reactance. Then VC, it is the voltage across capacitor, which is I into XC. Now the total voltage, that is the RMS value of supply voltage V in the complex form, I will write here the value of V. It is VR plus J VL minus VC. What is VL minus VC? They are the reactive voltages. They are the reactive voltages. Okay. Now I put the value of V. This equation, whatever equation I write here for the supply voltage, this is in the complex form. You may write it into magnitude form also. So I put the value of all voltages here. It is I into Z, here is I into R plus J, it is I into XL, this one is I into XC. So both side this I parameter is cancelled out and gives the result for total impedance for RLC series circuit. For RLC series circuit. Now here total reactance is XL minus XC. Take it as equation number 1. This one is equation number 2. From equation number 1, you will draw the voltage triangle. As it is a series circuit, you take current as a reference. Current as a reference. Then voltage across resistor is in same page with current. Voltage across inductor, it is lead the current I by an angle of 90 degree. Then voltage across capacitor, it lag the current by an angle of 90 degree. Now let here I assume the inductive voltage is greater than capacitive voltage. As from this equation 1, you are very clear that the voltage due to inductive reactance and voltage due to capacitive reactance are opposites to each other. They are opposites to each other. If the case where the inductive reactance, or you may say that inductive voltage is greater than capacitive voltage, or inductive reactance is greater than capacitive reactance, at that case this inductive voltage, it tries to oppose the voltage due to capacitance. So the resultant is VL minus VC. VL minus VC, which is the voltage due to reactance of the circuit, and the resultant give the supply voltage. So this phasor diagram for voltages I derive from equation number 1. This is called as the voltage triangle. Now from equation 2 I draw the impedance triangle. By referring from this, by take the reference from this voltage triangle, I draw the impedance triangle. This phasor is for R, this phasor is for XL, this is for XC, this one is XL minus XC, as I assume XL is greater than XC. So the inductive reactance suppresses the capacitive reactance, and their subtraction give the result X, total reactance XL minus XC, and their resultant from this equation 2 R plus XL minus XC gives the total impedance, and this angle is the power factor angle phi. Okay, power factor angle phi, that is tan inverse of perpendicular is XL minus XC by base is R. Next, the power. As you have learnt, the average power consumed by inductor and capacitor are 0. So the power consumed is only due to this resistive part. You may express this average power from the product of instantaneous value of voltage and current, or by directly you know the power consumed by inductor and capacitor are 0, so it is only due to resistor. What is the equation for the current, instantaneous value of current? It is Im sin omega t. See, from this voltage triangle, as current, when XL is greater than XC, current lags behind the voltage. So the equation is omega t minus phi, and this is for highly inductive reactance minus, and plus is for highly capacitive reactance case. Okay, this is the equation for current. So what is the average power? Average power is only consumed by resistor, which is Vi cos phi. The derivation is same as which one I have already derived in AC through RC series circuit. So in the same manner here also you get the average power consumed by RLC series circuit is Vi cos phi, whereas this V and I are the RMS values. Clear, students? So students, in this study you have learned what is the nature of, or what is the behavior of, or relationship between voltage, current, power. Also you have get power factor and power factor angle. Next, we derive AC through RLC parallel circuit. Here I have drawn a RLC parallel circuit. Resistance, inductance and capacitance are connected, parallelly connected across a AC source of supply having the instantaneous value of voltage is Vm sin omega t. So current, resulting current is divided into three parts. Across, through this resistor, IR current flowing, through inductor let IL current flowing, through capacitor let IC current flowing. Let the RMS value of these currents are, as you know that in parallel voltages are same. So same voltage is across, that is the V. This V is the RMS value of supply voltage. So this voltage is same across the resistor, inductor and capacitor as it is a parallel circuit. So its value is V by R and phase angle is 0 degree, because you know that the current and phasor and voltage phasor are in same phase in case of purely resistive circuit. Then come to the current flowing through inductor. It is V by inductive reactance, phase angle is 90 degree lagging, hence I take minus. Then capacitive circuit, it is V by Xc and angle is 90 degree leading, hence I take the positive polarity. Clear students? Here I explain this current parameter in the polar form. You may explain it in the rectangular form also. Now the resulting current I is the phasor sum of current flowing through resistor, through inductor and capacitor. So I draw the phasor diagram for current here. As it is a parallel circuit, so voltage is same across each and every element. I take voltage as a reference. Voltage as a reference. Now current flowing through resistor, it is in the same phase with this voltage, applied voltage. This is IR. Current flowing through inductor. Current flowing through inductor, it lags behind the applied voltage. Then next, current flowing through capacitor. Current flowing through capacitor, it lead the voltage. Now these two currents, from this phasor diagram you are very clear that these two currents are opposite to each other. If they are equal, that case is called as resonance. Which one? We will derive on the next module. Let here IL is greater than IC. Let here IL is greater than IC. What is IL? This one. Okay. Let here IL is greater than IC. So the resultant, which one you get by the subtraction of this reactive current, is Ix. Let it is IL minus IC. So in this case, the total current, resultant current is I. So the phasor angle or power factor angle between voltage and current is here phi. If IL is greater than IC, you get a lagging power factor. It means when XL is greater than XC, you get a lagging power factor. Okay, you get a lagging power factor. This one is the current triangle because it represents the current phasors. Now, if I derive the equation for current, I is equal to V by R plus J V by XC minus V by XL. How I put this formula? This is, you know that I is equal to phasor sum of IR plus IL plus IC. This one is the IR, this one is the IC, this one is the IL. Okay. And what is I? V by Z. If I cancelled out all the V from left hand side and right hand side of this equation, you get 1 by Z is equal to 1 by R plus J 1 by Xc minus 1 by XL. It is the reciprocal of impedance is called as admittance. Reciprocal of impedance is called as admittance. So this equation represents the total admittance of the parallel RLC circuit. Reciprocal of resistance is called as conductance, represented by G, or I may write this equation as G plus reciprocal of reactance is called as susceptance. It is J susceptance due to capacitive reactance minus susceptance due to inductive. This is capacitive susceptance, this is inductive susceptance. Or admittance is equal to G plus JB, also you may write G plus JB, total conductance plus total susceptance. Now, what is the admittance triangle? What is the admittance triangle? Just by taking the reference of this current triangle, I draw the admittance triangle. This one is conductance, this one is susceptance. This is for this admittance triangle is for lagging power factor, and this is the admittance. Okay. And here also the average power consumed by only the resistive part, which is VI cos phi, which one already we have derived in RL series circuit, RC series circuit and RLC series circuit, because the power consumed by purely inductive and capacitive circuits are 0. So students, in this study you have learned what is the behavior or relationship between voltage currents in case of RLC series circuit, RLC parallel circuit, and how you derive the power factors from voltage triangle, current triangle, impedance triangle in case of series circuit and admittance triangle in case of parallel circuit. Students, this table represents a summary of AC theory. The leftmost column, it represents the different type of circuits, and the upper row it represents the parameters like voltage, current, power factor and average power. If AC is given through a purely resistive circuit having the instantaneous voltage value, this instantaneous value of voltage is same for every type of circuit, Vm sin omega t. Okay, it is same for every type of circuit, Vm sin omega t. So in case of purely, if the circuit is purely resistive, current is Im sin omega t. If it is inductive, current is Im sin omega t minus 90 degree. And if it is capacitive, here it is Im sin omega t plus 90 degree. When RL series, it is Im sin omega t minus phi. If it is RC series, Im sin omega t plus phi. If RLC series, it is Im sin omega t plus minus phi. Plus is for leading power factor, means when inductive reactance is less than capacitive reactance, and minus is for the lagging power factor when Xc is greater than XL. Next, RLC parallel circuit. Here also same as RLC series circuit. Okay, plus minus. Plus is for Xc is greater than XL and minus is for Xc is less than XL. The next one, power factor. Power factor for purely resistive is unity, for purely inductive is 0, capacitive purely is 0, for RL series circuit is lagging, for RL RC series circuit is leading, for RLC series and parallel is lagging and leading both according to the value of inductive and capacitive reactance. And the last one is the average power. Last one is the average power. So average power in case of purely resistive is VI, in case of purely capacitive and inductive is 0, and in case of the combination of any two circuit element is VI cos phi. So this table, students, represent the different type of the circuit which consists of different type of circuit element, their voltage and current relations, their power factor and average power consumed by the circuit.